Um, a big day in the NFL today. We only have actually. I looked at the games. I went over them with Mark. We only have one round robin today. So the show. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the show. That's why I started a little later. Apologize for that, gurus, but it is the holidays right now. And I do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Another reason we're going to do the show today is because we may not do one tomorrow. I will check and see how many games we have. If there's enough games to release to you guys, I'll do another show tomorrow on Christmas. But I wouldn't look for it, so that's why I'm doing the show today, and it's just going to be a quick show. Interesting matchups today. I went over these games with Mark, and some of these teams are out of it, and some of these teams aren't. And I've been doing this for over 25 years, helping gurus make money betting sports. We're coming live to you actually today on Sunday from Las Vegas, Nevada, the greatest city in the world. And again, I want to thank the new followers I have on TikTok and on Twitter. Those are moving up our subscribers and our followers, and that all benefits us. I'm still getting over this virus. It's going to take time. I looked it up. It looks like a 2-week situation here. I'm definitely down through the holiday, which means I won't be out there till at least Tuesday. But that's what we're hoping on. We're banking on that. And it's going to get busy, gurus, on Tuesday because we have, interesting yesterday, there wasn't a lot of basketball games, but there was a lot of bowl games. So there was a lot of NBA, a lot of hockey. I did post some of that on the short videos for you guys, like I told you, so you wouldn't miss anything. We split in the bowl games. We did lose the Bengals. Didn't surprise me. The Bengals had won 3 in a row, I believe, with Browning, and they're not going to keep winning. That's one of the things about the NFL. It's one of the reasons we're going to bet one of our games today, and I'll get into that here just because we're just going to do a short video here, Gurus, for you guys. I don't have the bells and whistles today. Um, uh, David and Chase are enjoying their holiday, so I'm just firing off one round robin for you guys, and I thought at least we have to give you that for today because we only get one shot a week in the NFL, so we want to make that count. So let's get into the round robin today. We're going to go with the Packers. We're going to keep betting against Carolina because I've been very successful doing it. And I think even though Green Bay lost at home last game, I think they come out and they take care of business today. They're 6-8. They're out of the playoffs unless every crazy thing in the world. That's not why we're betting it. I do think they're going to try to set 8-8, 9-8 as a number for them. That would be a big. Keep in mind, gurus, for you Packer fans, they weren't expected to go even to the playoffs this year. They're in a rebuilding mode, and if you track their rebuilding, they're doing okay. That's my opinion from doing this for a long time. I think that Atlanta, we had Atlanta last week at Carolina. We should have won the bet. Ritter threw a pick in the end zone. That's why he's not starting today. He lost his job, Ritter, and he should. And I do respect that coach for benching Ritter today because he doesn't deserve to be playing. They had that game won. If you can't win holding a team to 10 points on the road, a team like Carolina, then you're not going to make the playoffs. And they're not looks like they're not going to make the playoffs. And 2 weeks ago they were in first place. And so we have to know in the NFL things get rather nutty, right? That's an understatement, Gareth. So what we have to do is you have to find the sanity in the insanity. And that's what we did today. So we're going to go with Green Bay, and that's mainly a money line bet. They're 3.5 right now. So you can lay the field goal and a half. I'm putting most of it on the money line for today. Probably go like an 80-20 on that game split. And then we're going to go ahead and go into Tennessee. Again, another team that's out of the playoffs. We had the Texans last week, Gurus, if you remember. at the Titans, and I don't see a reason not to bet against Tennessee again. That was a game they could have won last week, and they couldn't get it done. Seattle's 500. They need to win today. They're not out of the playoffs. And I just think in this position, they won last week against the Eagles, and we have either quarterback, so we can beat this team with either Locke or the starting quarterback today. I got his name. Anyway, we can win with either quarterback on Seattle today. That's a fact. And their record represents that. Either quarterback has stepped in and kept them where they're at. They need the game more. I think they're going to be more motivated. There's no weather rule issues to concern ourselves with. And I think Seattle gets the job done today. Again, another money line bet. You want to get rid of those points, but you can go an 80-20 split on that. And I think Seattle gets there for us today. And then we go into Florida, actually, and we have the Jaguars playing Tampa Bay. Now, this is an interesting game because I like Jacksonville in this game. We've bet against Tampa 2 weeks in a row and lost. We had Atlanta 2 weeks ago. We should have won. Controversial fumble at the end. The following week, we bet against them. We took Green Bay last week, and Tampa went on the road. They've won 3 games in a row, and the Jaguars have lost 3 games in a row. And I think the Jaguars stopped their trend today. They're a better team than Tampa Bay. I think we're going to see that today when we watch this game. I think the Jaguars get the job done for us. They need to win. Both teams don't have to win. Both teams are leading in their division, actually, and you guys know that from following the games. So it's interesting that they're in like a mirror position, and I feel being a better team. And if we look and we go back to the beginning of the year, Jacksonville was projected to go back to the playoffs. They almost beat the Chiefs on the road. They injured Mahomes, and they almost got that done. I had Jacksonville. They were getting 9.5. They almost won. We covered the spread. So we're going to stay with the Jacksonville. We have been on we are on Jacksonville. We had that unfortunate home loss against the Bengals. That kept the Bengals season alive. And yesterday we lost with the Bengals. So now they got to start. They got to pray now because they were in the driver's seat. But that's a tough game. We didn't have our receiver. Again, one of the best receivers in football. He was out. That's going to hurt us. And Pittsburgh came to win. They had lost 3 in a row, so they kicked their ass. We saw that with our own eyes. But I looked at this board today, and I believe these are the best plays for me to release to you guys today. I believe that. I will give you a couple other games that we lean, just so if you want. Denver should win today. They're at home against the Patriots. The spreads, the value's not that good. I would just lay the 7, buy it to 6.5 if you want to bet something later. The Miami-Dallas game I have as a toss-up. I don't know who to take in that game. You would think Miami's the right side, but, Dallas just got embarrassed on the road. They're going to want to come back, and they're not out of they want to make sure they get a decent wild card and they can win their division. So they're going to play hard today. That's a tough game. And Miami, we know, struggles against good teams. So I'm not interested in that game. But the Denver game does have some value. And then filling out the rest of the board, just to make sure I don't make any errors here. Just nothing after that. Again, Denver's something you can look at, gurus, and the rest of them are battles, and that's why we went with these 3. Now we will have, just to let you know, we are going to bet for tomorrow. In case I don't do the show, we're going to take the Raiders and we're going to take the Ravens. So if I don't do the show, gurus, and we talked about this yesterday, and I've talked about the last couple shows, I've been releasing these short videos on TikTok and Twitter. And that means like yesterday, we had no show, obviously, but every play I played was sent to those both of those platforms. So if we don't do the show, gurus, you simply go on the platform. Now today, I told you I was going to do the show, and I like to keep, I want to make sure I'm building a loyal following. So I have to stay loyal to you guys, and I will the best I can. Again, I'm Guru's under the weather. He's been under the weather for a week, and I'm battling you guys. But that's why I started this show, and that's why I started doing social media business, because it's too hard for me to get out. There's a lot of things that are happening out there with these viruses, and I pray you guys stay safe. I try to eat very well. I'm blessed. My mom's in town today. I'll spend one minute just talking about the blessings of Christmas. I started this show 5 weeks ago, but this dream I've had for years, gurus. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I feel with all of the people with iPhones out there who are in states that have legalized sports betting, including the states out of the countries outside of America that can wager legally. This is a no-brainer for someone like me. I've been doing this 25 years. So this is my passion. It's just something I've done voluntarily for 20 over almost 30 years. I didn't have to do this. That means we love it, and we all do love it. I know you guys love it as much as me. We love it no matter what. Is it easy to wake up after you have a losing day and do the games? Yeah, it's tough. But then the spirit brings you back. And let's face it, gurus, it's the holidays. Christmas is tomorrow. We're so much to be thankful for. We can always be better. We're thankful for what we have, but we always focus on being better. And that's my job with you guys. I have to lead us to compete, and I have to get that done. And I believe after the holiday, things are going to go well for us. I do. And we've had some bad breaks, like everyone, but they seem to be more our way. We've had some injuries at home that are freak accidents, even on the road. I've lost all my quarterbacks. I think that changes. Everything doesn't just stay against you. And a couple of those things don't happen. That changes your profit, your asset column there. So we're going to keep putting out good wagers for you guys. Again, I'm on TikTok and Twitter, on both of those, sending out short videos. I did it before I shot this show today. I did want to come on, gurus, and said I wanted to really come on to wish you guys a happy holiday. I want to thank all the people who've signed up that I've met out there in the last 5 weeks. I haven't gone out in a week. I haven't felt well, but I've really enjoyed meeting the people that I've met out there. It's been a really positive experience, and I want to keep going with it, and we will. And again, our goal is to be very big. We want to kind of open up this show and be like a place for people to come share their ideas, share their picks, talk about them on the show, get them out there so people can get good information, so we can all help one another win. I'm your guide, but you guys have knowledge out there too. You have information. You live in different areas that we can't get some of that information. So I encourage you to come on this show and comment. Obviously, it's a short show today, but comment whenever you like. I'm here for you guys when we're doing the show. You can, we're going to put up the email for the next show. I have that stuff, but I'm not going to deal with it now. I just wanted to get these games out. So just to go back over it again, we have the Packers on the money line today. They're at Carolina. We're going to play the Seahawks on the money line. They're at Tennessee. And then we're going to take the Jaguars at Tampa Bay. We think that's a game neither team has to win. Interestingly enough, they both want to, they need to, but there's room. And the Jaguars have lost 3 in a row. I don't see them losing 4. And Lawrence looks reasonably healthy to get the job done today. And they need to win, Jacksonville. So let's get that done. All on the money line. They're all small favorites. Again, I go 80-20, back it up with the spread. lay the points in some of those games and make it rain today, gurus. Let's have some fun. Enjoy your time with your family. That's critical. That's why we're all here. I'm sure you're with your family. If you're not, you got the guru today. He's with you. Can give you almost a half hour, but I just want to let you know I appreciate your viewership, your participation, and we want to make this thing big. We want this to grow and be a very successful show. That's what we're aiming for. So have a great holiday tomorrow, you guys. A great Christmas. I hope we hit this 3-team round robin for you. Right? And if you add it, make it bigger, make it rain more. Do what you got to do, Gurus, but have a great day today. Enjoy the games. Have a wonderful holiday if I don't see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here today with me. Have a great day. I love you guys. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on Tuesday. All right.